So Tailwind version 4 is here. I know I'm late to the party, it's been here for a while, but anyways, I'm here. The biggest update in Tailwind version 4 is that you no longer need the tailwind.config.js or T file anymore. In version 3, we would usually configure color, fonts, breakpoints, and plugins in the config file. I would obsess over that ability. I did a whole LinkedIn post, I remember, on how much I love the config file in Tailwind. But now that no longer exists in Tailwind version 4. No more config file. But don't worry, all of that configuration and customization that the config file could afford us are still very much possible. It's just now possible in a newer, simpler, and more optimized way. In this video, I'll walk you through the absence of a tailwind.config.js file in your Tailwind project and how it affects your workflow. So stay tuned. Alright, so we are going to be comparing version 3 and version 4 so that we understand what we're working with. This is a Tailwind version 3 project. You can see here we have Tailwind CSS version 3.4.0, and this is a new project I just created with the latest version of Tailwind. If you go to the package.json, we'll see that we have Tailwind version 4, right? Alright, in previous versions of Tailwind, the content array in our tailwind.js was a necessity. In this content array, you specify or configure where you want Tailwind to look for class names, whether it's in your HTML or JSX or JX or TX. So basically in version 3, you're telling Tailwind, oh, you should check here for Tailwind classes. But in version 4, that is totally no longer needed. We don't have a tailwind.config.js here, so there is no need for that. Tailwind in version 4 will automatically do that file scanning. Tailwind automatically will scan through your project and check which file has a class name. So you don't have to explicitly specify that in a config.js file anymore. Also, moving on to the theme, in version 3, we would have the theme in the config.js file where we're able to customize font, colors, and all of those. Since we no longer have the config.js file in version 4, how do we work around this? So in version 4, the theme is now handled directly via CSS variable. So you can override variables or Tailwind styles directly using the theme directive in your global.css. This is the theme directive at theme, and with that you can basically just change the default color by overriding the variable. It's just that easy. So you can tweak your theme directly here in your global.css file. Once you tweak it, Tailwind will pick it up automatically, no stress. Next up, how do plugins now work in version 4? In version 3, plugins, you configure them in config.js, config.cs file here. This is our plugins, it's an array. But again, we do not have that file in version 4. So for plugins, version 4 has made it easier to use plugins. But now Tailwind automatically detects your plugins and just integrate them. There's no need for that manual putting it in an array configuration. But of course, you still have to install your plugin. Let's test it out with two different plugins. Let me use the typography plugin and the scroll bar plugin. Let's install typography and let's install the scroll bar plugin. Alright, both are installed. So once installed, all you have to do is come to your global CSS here and just import add plugin directive in here, and you get to use your typography plugin and your scroll bar. Let's test it out. So we have hello world here in our page. Let us change that. So here we are using our typography plugin here, LG Pros, and we are also using our scroll bar theme for Tom scroll bar track yellow, and this is what we have. So that works, right? Our pros, our typography also works. So no need to touch any config file to use your plugins. Just install them, use the plugin directive at the top of your CSS file, and boom, you can start using your plugins just like that. Now let's talk about prefixes. Tailwind has always allowed you to add a custom prefix to your utility classes, and in previous version you would have to update the prefix property in the config file, but not anymore. Tailwind does it automatically now, so you can easily add a prefix to your style. So all you have to do here is just add the prefix here on this same line you're importing your Tailwind with. Sorry, there's a syntax error here, and I think it's my code editor. I'm not understanding the version 4 syntax. There's a quick solution to that. I'm just going to link. I'll check it on Stack Overflow and link the solution in the comment section. But regardless, it will still work. This is just a linter error. All right, so we have our prefix here. If we go back here, you can see that our styles are no longer working. That's because our prefix has started working and we are not using that prefix in our page.css. So let's tell cursor to help us to use that prefix. TW, we are using prefix TW. So now in all of our classes, we have to add TW apostrophe, I guess, the 2 dots. Let's add it up so we can get our style back. Remember, our style is gone because we are not using the prefix and the prefix is already in motion. So let's add it back. So now we've added our prefix. Let's check. Our styling is back. So it's as easy as that to use a prefix in version 4. And you can always add your custom theme. This is the theme here. You can add more and more here. So here in our theme, we have our color background, color foreground, and 2 font. We can add more. We can improve this. I'm grabbing this from somewhere. We can improve this. We've added the color accent. We've overridden our color red. I think this is too reddish. That's not working. So let me add the color red. Let's say I want to override my red with some form of green. I can just say, I don't want my Tailwind red to be red again, which is weird. But if you want to override, I'll just override my color red here and just say color red 500 will be this. I don't want it to be yellow though. Let's say it's some form of green, kind of. So say I have my color red and I'll just declare it in the theme here. So color red 50, and you will see that our red will change to green. So even though we are declaring red here, TW text red 500, we have overridden color red and it's no longer red, it is now green. So it's so easy to do that. You can have spacing, you can customize your radius, you can customize your font. You can do all of these things. To sum it all up, Tailwind version 4 has made it easier than ever to start. So a lot of the setup process is automated. No more manually configuring the content array. Tailwind did every file that has class names by itself automatically. So no more unnecessary file bloat. And it still gives you the power to customize your plugins, your themes, your prefix. If you're a beginner, I think this is a huge win because now the setup process is easier, more straightforward. And if you are an existing Tailwind user, I think the workflow is a bit smoother now, if I do say so myself, and you still get full customization when you need it. It's cleaner and all of that. So let me know what you think about Tailwind version 4 in the comment section. Has the no config file made your life easier or has it made your life more difficult? Please let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment, turn on notification for more tech and coding content. See you in my next video.